Hey you, yeah you. Today I'm here to tell you all about what we call this Instagram first comment. This is huge because you can do so many fun things with it. You can do something that I like, which is translate it because I speak English and Spanish, so I can grow the number of people that I reach by letting people know what I'm talking about if I translate it to the other language. We can do hashtags, which is another thing that I love to do. And I have a whole video on the exact hashtag strategy right up here. So you need to click on that if you're interested in knowing a little more about that. And now with pinning comments and all this new stuff and new features that you can do, you can even monetize your first comment. If you want to know how to do all these things, you need to stick around till the end. I promise this is the place where you need to be. I'm going to share a lot of information about what exactly can you be doing with these first comments on Instagram, the exact comment strategy that I would recommend in order for your account to grow, in order for you to be using these features that Instagram is giving us. And anytime that we do have a new feature, of course, you know that I'll make a new video on this channel, which is your go-to channel for anything in regards to social media and digital marketing for your business. So just make sure you just hit that subscribe button right now, okay? So the Instagram first comment is a big deal because it's your space, okay? Like I mentioned, whenever you post a video or a photo, you need to make sure that you're taking up the whole space in the content, right? Because obviously you are grabbing your audience's attention with your content. Same thing happens in the captions, same thing happens in your comments, okay? Most of the times, the first 1 to 3 comments, depending on how long they are, already show up when we're scrolling down. That means that you have eyes on your comment if it's your own, or comments on other people's posts if you're being pinned or if it's a really good comment and Instagram is automatically highlighting you. This is a key strategy in order to gain even more audience to your Instagram profile. So how does this work? Well, basically the way that it works and what you hear all around, maybe Gary Vee or any of those other gurus, they might be telling you, hey, leave your 2 cents in the comments, okay? So what that basically means is that you comment on other people's posts in your same industry, in your same niche, because obviously people are reading the comments, and if they like your comment, they're gonna go snoop around on your profile. If they go snoop around, what happens? Well, they follow you if they like your content, which if you're looking at all my other YouTube videos, then you obviously have good content. You have an Instagram profile that captivates and captures anybody that's landing on your page. So now let's go back. Leaving your 2 cents on other people's posts in order to comment. Yeah, it works. Yeah, it's a great idea. But how can you be doing this for your own Instagram profile and using your comment section to gain an even bigger audience? Well, it's simple. First of all, I would do my first strategy, which is use your hashtags in your first comment. Why do I do this? And I get a lot of questions. We recently did a live. We do our lives every Thursday right here on YouTube. So if you subscribe, you'll get notified to attend that live where you can automatically ask me any question in regards to your personal account, to your business, to whatever it may be, and I'll answer on the spot. So during our last live, we got asked, hey, where's the best place to put my hashtags? Is it in my caption or is it in the first comment? And this is something that still, your comments work anywhere where you put them. I know there's also a lot of myths about them having to be in the first comment. This is a myth. It's not true. I've personally tried it. Even if you post it 3 comments down, 4 comments down, it's still going to work. Try it for yourself. You don't lose anything, okay? All you have to do is get other people to comment on your post. Of course, not by using bots or engagement groups, but real, natural, organic interactions. Then leave your hashtags and you'll see in your insights that they still work, okay? So first comment, hashtags. Why do I still recommend you using it in the first comment even though it does still work later on? Well, if your account is growing, you want to make sure that you're gaining that momentum of when your post is picking up. So think about somebody getting on the track, right? We start warming up, then we start running full speed on the track. I was actually on the track team during high school, but it did not work out. So I can promise you, I was grabbing that momentum, and when you kind of have that momentum and you're done warming up, you start running a little bit faster. That's the same thing that happens with your post. Right when you post, you might get a couple likes, but in that sweet spot, which is like a 2 to 6 hour time when a lot of people are seeing your post, a lot of people are liking it and commenting, you wanna make sure that you pick up that hashtag, okay? That hashtag is like a little hook that you have in order to get even more and more views. So like I mentioned in the hashtag video that I recommended you to watch, that you can watch right after this video, your hashtag varies also depending on the interactions that you're having on your post. So obviously, if we were to add our hashtags after we have that momentum, well, they don't know what happened, okay? It's like they went inside the movie theater when the movie had already happened, okay? It's the same exact thing. You need your hashtags to be sitting down, ready to go with their popcorn in their hands right when the movie starts, because they want to know everything that's going to happen throughout the movie. That's the same exact thing, okay? And of course, if you're into Instagram, you need to go ahead and check out my Instagram profile at the Laura Gomez. I post tons of value, not only in my feed, but every day on stories. I'm giving you tips, I'm giving you information, and I'm giving you tactical advice that you can do. And I love having this two-way communication. So if you're gonna follow me, make sure to actually interact and let me know what you're doing, what your business is, what your goals are, okay? Because it's a two-way conversation on my Instagram. So this first post, this first comment, okay? So we have our hashtags. Now, what can we actually do in order to save time? You know, I'm all about saving time. And as I mentioned, we do manage different accounts. So imagine if I were posting a first comment on all of my clients' accounts. Well, it would kind of be a hassle, and I think I would be there all day, every day. So what can I do in order to schedule my first comment, just like I schedule my content? Like I mentioned before, Sked Social is a platform that I absolutely love. I think I've used it now for over 2 years with all of the accounts that we manage for our own agency, TDC Digital Agency, for all of our clients, and even for my personal account. When I post, I kind of have a checklist. So obviously, content on point has to be amazing. Then the caption has to also be on the dot, amazing, captivating, hands down, getting my point across. Then what do I need to do? Well, I need to put my hashtags in my first comment, and if I'm translating, I also want to add that to my first comment. Not only that, but I also like using Instagram line breaker in order to create those spaces and in order to create like that paragraph so it's easy to read, and tags to my location and tags to anything that might be going on inside of my picture. So obviously it's a lot of things to do for one post, but that's how you can gain as much reach as possible. So how can I automate this? Well, let's jump into my computer and let me show you exactly how this works. And don't forget that if you stick to the end, I'll tell you how you can monetize that first comment, which a lot of people aren't even talking about. So we're here, welcome to Sked Social. This is a platform that I hands down recommend if you have one account, if you manage multiple accounts, if you have a business account, this is what you need. I love it because I can automate so many things. My first comment, like I was mentioning, the tags, hashtags, all that good stuff. So let me show you a little more about what we have here. Well, when I log into my account here, you can snoop around at all the features that they have. Then when I log into my account, I already uploaded this picture that I want to post onto my profile. Like I mentioned, I have a checklist, but This is a really cool dashboard because my checklist doesn't seem so confusing when we're right here. Obviously, tag people, so I can tag maybe Apple for the computer. I can tag the brand for my glasses, which is the Felix Grays, which I love, the blue light blocking. And for now, let's say that would be it. Okay, so I tagged that. Then I'm going to tag the location, all right? So I'm going to put this one in Miami, Florida. Then I'm going to write my caption. So the caption is just like the basic things. So working from home and feeling comfy. Where's your go-to office space nowadays? Okay, something simple, something that initiates a conversation. Now, the most important part, this first comment and everything that we're talking about. What goes in here? Like I mentioned, sometimes I translate it. In this case, we're gonna skip over the translation and we're gonna jump in straight to the hashtags. Well, my personal first comment strategy is by using different hashtags. So I have here, and this is an amazing feature that Sketch Social has, that you can automatically save different hashtag templates, because like I mentioned, I always love having 5 to 7 different hashtag templates per month. Then I see what worked by looking at my insights. I keep to what worked and I find new ones for what didn't work, okay? In this case, for example, I have here, for me, the W means that it works for camera content. So let's say works for content, all right? And I'm gonna click OK, and they automatically come here. So these are all my hashtags that I personally think worked with my previous content. So there's a high probability that they're going to work with this content as well. And I can see here that I have my 30 hashtags, which of course, use up to 30 hashtags on all of your content, okay? It's like having a lottery ticket and you have all 30, but you're only going to play 15 because, well, why use the other ones, okay? No, use all 30 of your hashtag spaces, okay? Then I would just go here and I can automatically schedule exactly when I want it to go out. And that's it, okay? That's all I have to do. Right when I hit that submit and create post, it goes through and it publishes right onto my Instagram. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is my Instagram profile, of course, on desktop, which is the best thing to save time, okay? If you love going on Instagram, try Instagram on desktop, okay? I have a video about that, which you're going to love if you haven't tried it already. So let's click on any of my posts. Let's see this one, okay? So as you can see, I did a long caption and then my hashtags are in the first comment, okay? From here, you can see that I didn't in specific pin a comment, but I could have done that. And the best part about this new feature that Instagram has where we can pin comments is that we can monetize it, okay? So listen up. If you're a brand, if you are a profile, an influencer profile that has a lot of traction, where you're normally selling space for stories, for feed, where people are paying you in order to be on your profile, well, a new thing that you can monetize is the first comment, okay? You can monetize up to 3 comments because we can pin up to 3 of our comments, okay? All of the stuff on exactly how pinning the comment actually works is on that video, so make sure you check it out because that's gonna show you exactly what you have to do to pin your comment, okay? But right now I'm gonna show you how it's going to work to monetize it. If you're normally selling, let's say for example, if you're normally getting paid $100 to promote something on your Instagram stories, what you can start offering now to brand deals or different people that are using you as an influencer is giving that space for the first comment, because obviously the first comment people look at right when they're scrolling down. So for example, if you're an influencer and you're promoting some shoes, right? And Nike wants to work with you. But Nike says, I don't necessarily want to do a like a feed post or a story post because everybody's already kind of used to that, right? We already know that it's a sponsored post. We already know that it has a swipe up. But if it's on a comment, it looks a little more organic. It looks like it's actually natural. It looks like Nike's actually your friend and they're commenting on your post, right? Well, Nike could comment down at the bottom and say, hey, Laura, have you checked out the new sale we have, or like the buy one, get one on the shoe that you're wearing? Okay. And you go in and you pin that comment and you have a lot of traction on your profile. I promise you that a lot of people are going to click on that Nike profile. So it's the same exact thing. Nike is getting that brand awareness that they want by paying you to be pinned as a first comment, okay? First, second, or third. We have 3 options to pin comments, and those are normally the ones that show up right when we're scrolling. We don't even have to click on the load more comments, but we can if we want to. And those 3 pinned comments would show up automatically, okay? So this is something that not a lot of people are talking about, but it's definitely a new way to monetize these new features that Instagram is giving us each day, okay? So the first comment, like I mentioned, first comments are very powerful because they already show up. So you wanna make sure that you're using them wisely. Use them for hashtags, use them to translate, use them to continue your story, and make sure that you're automating them, okay? If you're already scheduling your posts like a business should be, like I mentioned in my other content, then you can automatically automate your first comment with platforms like what I recommend, Sked Social. All right. So of course, there's a ton more of tips that I'm going to share on Instagram's latest features, how you can monetize, and how as a business you can be using them to your benefit to grow. Hit that subscribe button for more, and don't forget that I made a gift just for you. So just scroll down to the description, click on the link, and you'll have the gift right in your hands. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to hear how you're using this first comment option. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.